Hey guys, I'm Amy May and I've lost 80 pounds with the help of MOUNJARO since April 2024, and I've been documenting my journey here on YouTube since day one.
I'm going to give myself the first injection today. I'm going to hope for the best because I am really nervous. And you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's just try it. I know a lot of people have opinions on it, which, you know, it's fair enough. You're entitled to your own opinion.
I've always kept it real.
It's about 5:45 I've got here and I can't be arsed, but we'll see what I can do.
I've shared my lifelong struggles with my weight, with my mental health, and a lot of people, especially those who have been watching me since day one, have said that they find my videos relatable, and some have even said that it's helped them on their own journey. I've shared my weekly progress, my non-scale victories, my struggles, my general experience on MOUNJARO, and throughout my journey I've also shared workout clips and gym vlogs.
And look, I could barely get myself up. I was like, whoo! I want to work my arms and like my triceps and my shoulders. So that's what I'm hoping this will do. I am a bit worried that I've got camel toe from the front here.
Slowly but surely, since April 2024, I've built up a small following on YouTube and a community of people who can relate to me in some way and who have, for the most part, been very kind and supportive. Growing up fat, I've spent my entire life trying and failing to lose weight, lacking self-esteem, and for the most part feeling completely worthless. Going back to being a child, throughout my whole life basically, I can't remember a time when I wasn't trying to lose weight or I wasn't aware of how fat I was. One of the non-scale victories that I've mentioned in my previous videos and in my weekly updates is finally managing to overcome the all or nothing mentality that I had surrounding food, surrounding weight loss, surrounding dieting. I've struggled with that all or nothing mentality my entire life, and I also think I've been self-destructive my entire life as well. I've spoke a lot about the effect that my weight had on my mental health and just how much for me it was linked to my self-esteem and my feeling of self-worth. I've spoke a lot about the effect that my weight had on my mental health my entire life. The two were very interlinked, and it also was very interlinked with my feeling, my sense of self-worth. I've spoke before how being obese, it impacted every aspect of my life, every area of my life. It impacted decisions I made, it impacted relationships or people who I engaged with that I wouldn't have if I'd have had more confidence. Since the start of my journey using MOUNJARO, I've spoke a lot about how grateful I am for it, and how I've been very lucky in terms of side effects, in terms of goals, achieving those goals and my progress on MOUNJARO. And I've been very vocal about the fact that it has completely changed my life for the positive, in a positive way, and I personally believe it saved my life. I'm very proud of myself for having the strength and finding the courage to start this channel back when I was obese, no confidence, BMI of 38. And from day one, I have been brave by leaving myself open to criticism, being vulnerable, exposing myself, sharing my personal struggles, showing you my belly, showing you my bings, my loose skin. And obviously one thing about the internet is if you put yourself out there, you can't control the things that people say to you, the comments that people make, or you can't control your audience essentially. You can't control who watches you. For the most part, you can't control how they feel or what they say or in what way that they express their feelings. I've said it before, people talk and there's always going to be a lot of yapping. I took a big risk starting this channel, and today I really can't believe that I was brave enough to do it, but regardless of comments of nasty people, I am still glad that I have done it, and I am still really proud of myself that I started this channel and MOUNJARO back then, because that took a lot of balls, that took. I knew the risks when I started. I knew that I was exposing myself, that I was making myself vulnerable. And the internet can be a very unkind place, but I knew that and I did it anyway. Throughout my journey, throughout my life, I've always received some nasty comments, but throughout my MOUNJARO journey and my time here on YouTube, I've always received some criticism and some people with negative things to say. However, I have noticed recently that there's been an increase, I think especially from people who are maybe new to my channel, in people leaving comments that, what should we say, aren't perhaps very mindful. I had this a lot on my old TikTok account. If you've not yet followed my new TikTok account at Amy May Fitness, I'll put a thing on screen. But I had this a lot on my old TikTok account. But luckily, so far, I've been very lucky on YouTube. I've been very blessed, and most people have been lovely. But recently, there has been an increase in people commenting about my body, about my hair, about my general appearance, about at which point in my life they think that I look best. And it just seems a bit odd, bit brazen. I've always been very open about my lifelong struggles with my weight, about being bullied for my weight. I've had people shout comments out car windows at me. Like, I've had it all. It, didn't have any confidence growing up. It affected life decisions. It affected the way that I see myself. And I've been very transparent about the fact that my entire life, I've always been aware of how fat I was, always been aware of how much space I took up, and always been aware of my weight. My weight was constantly on my mind 24/7. So considering that I have been very open about all this, I do find it not strange because it's the internet, and to be fair, I'd have expected a lot more a lot sooner, but I do find it a bit not mindful. That's the only sort of nice way I can say it. I find it not very mindful of people. Considering I've said, all my life, weight's been on my mind, so conscious of the amount of space I take up. I do find it's not funny, but a bit odd, because I did expect this, but basically there's been an increase in people commenting on my appearance, saying, oh, you're too skinny, oh, your arms look weird, oh, I hated that blue hair. Honestly, the amount of people that have said they hated my hair, like, okay, but just feeling the need to post comments that aren't helpful. I've said many times before, people are always going to have an opinion, and I do think that it is mostly people or viewers that are new to my channel that don't really know, that haven't really watched me before. They've just stumbled across me and decided to get involved. But yeah, people saying, oh, I can tell by your arms you're too skinny now, or you need to do this diet, you need to do intermittent fasting, you need to try X, Y, and Z. And literally I've had people comment going, oh, I think you looked a lot better at this BMI. Like, what? Like, I don't know, it's a madness to me, because I could never imagine going up to someone, a random in the street, or going up to someone in the gym and being like, actually, I liked you better when you were this weight, mate. Or going up to a stranger and going, oh, I hated that hair you had, I hated that, I'm so glad that you changed your hair. That's a madness to me. That is bizarre. Honestly, the amount of people hating on my hair, they should start a Facebook group. It is wild. I can't imagine going up to a stranger and saying, oh yeah, I hated that hair. I've had so many different hair colours throughout my life, and I stand by every one of them. Honestly, if I had the money, I'd go and get my hair done blue now just out of spite. It is wild to me. If I wanted unprompted criticism, I'd go speak to my mum. Does my mum have fake accounts? Who do these people think they are? It is wild. But that is the internet. Welcome to the internet. Everyone's got an opinion, and everyone lets you know that opinion. I think it is mostly from new viewers, because I've had people comment being like, oh, I've not seen any of your other videos, but it's like, right, okay. I've even had someone be like, oh, you're married, you're single, you got kids. Do you want my flipping national insurance number and all? My bank account details? I think people need to sort of take a step back, maybe. And, I mean, let's be real. This isn't going to happen. It's the internet. I'm not going to make people reflect and think, well, maybe I shouldn't comment on someone's weight who's always struggled with the weight. But luckily, it doesn't affect me too much, but I've noticed an increase in it. I've noticed an increase in the comments. And so I just thought I'd sort of come on here and lay down the law, come on here and address it, make my feelings known, because to be honest, I do think I've been far too lenient with people. I think I've been far too nice, far too tolerant, far too lenient. I do think that I've been letting people overstep and that I've been being too nice, because obviously I'm not going to change what people are commenting or sort of the thought process that goes on behind that for some people. I obviously can't change that. But I just thought I'd come on here and just say it once. I'm no longer going to engage with unhelpful comments. I'm no longer going to entertain unhelpful comments or get involved at all with any of that. I am going to continue to update on my weight, my fitness achievements. I want to try Pilates. I've YouTubed it, but I've not actually got as far as clicking the beginner video yet. But I have seen some shorts and stuff, and a lot of people have recommended Pilates to me. My sister says it's dead hard, so I don't know, but I might share my progress if I manage to stick at that. And if I actually enjoy it, I'm not going to do it if I don't enjoy it. So I am going to come on here and update when there is something to update about. But I'm no longer going to entertain people who say, you know, you look better when. Make it, shake it, break it, who do you think you are? Make it, break it, shake it, who do you think you are? I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. Just going to nip it in the bud. I don't know how many times I need to say that I am not trying to lose any more weight. Honest to God, it feels like banging my head against a wall. I don't know how many times I need to say that. It doesn't matter how many times I say it, it's still not going to sink in with some people. I've said for ages now, over and over and over again, my goal is to build muscle. I mean, my goal at the minute is to try and get my little drop foot to work. But I'm sick of saying it. I'm sick of responding to comments from people who obviously haven't actually watched the video or are just being a bit nasty. I said in my week 2 video a year and a half ago, everyone's got an opinion on it. Just like everyone's got an opinion on anything, especially when you're fat. Everyone's got an opinion. Just you existing when you're fat, people have opinions on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy to share my journey, but I shouldn't have to justify myself to anyone. But I just don't think it's anyone's business. Like, it's my business at the end of the day. And I think if people want to talk to me about it in sort of a non-judgmental way, that's absolutely fine. And if people have questions about it, I'm happy to answer. But I shouldn't be having to justify myself to people or anything like that. It is odd. It is odd. Especially, like, I didn't realise there was a whole team that hated my hair. But also, and what? The only person's opinion that I care about when it comes to my hair, my appearance, when I look best, is my own, if I'm being honest. And I think some people might try and say, oh, like, you know, they're just concerned. Look at the comments. That's not concern. It's not concern. It's gumption and it's gall. Obviously, the internet, this happens to everyone that puts themselves out there on the internet. But I don't know if a part of it is that I'm a young woman and that I look even younger. And so people sort of feel the need to comment more, or they feel more paternalistic, or whatever it is. I don't know if that is part of it or if this is just the internet baseline. I'm happy, obviously not with the drop foot situation, but I'm in a place where I'm still adjusting to my new body. Again, don't know how many times I need to say it. I'm not trying to lose any more weight. I'm trying to build muscle. I'm trying to adapt to my exercise routine for the fact I can't feel half my leg. Some days I look at my body and I'm fine. And some days I struggle more when I look in the mirror, and it doesn't help when people are being like, look at your arms. What is wrong with these bad boys? What is wrong with these bad boys? What is wrong? What is wrong with thunder and lightning, eh? It's a madness, truly. But I did kind of expect it, and to be honest, I expected it to be worse, probably a lot sooner than now. But I just thought I'd come on here and say it once. I'm not getting involved. People might try and use the excuse, or, you know, people are concerned about you, they've got good intentions. Regardless of your intentions, I think you need to be more mindful with what you're commenting. And also, I don't bring this up a lot because it's not the main part of my identity. I am a doctor. I'm not dense, guys. I'm not dense. I've got capacity, I'm educated, and I've done my research. So a lot of that's why I think I've just been putting up with a lot of these comments for ages, because some of the stuff that people come out with is wild. Some of the suggestions people give me, or just the comments, honestly, some of them are truly rogue. So I think I have just been too lenient. I think I just do need to nip it in the bud, and I think I have allowed people to overstep. I don't give other people advice on their weight loss, on their bodies. I don't comment on other people's videos telling them, oh, you need to drink this shake, or you need... Like, I'm not about that. I've never been about that. I don't give people advice, and I'm not here to be a role model, to be anybody's hero. I'm here to share my journey. And I kind of just wish people would show me the same grace. Like, honestly, like, the audacity of some of these comments. obviously, I don't believe it does come from concern or blah, blah, blah. But also, regardless, one, I'm not thick. And two, well, you're definitely not thick anymore, love. But two, you know, I see the practice nurse every couple of months for something not Mounjaro related. She knows I'm on Mounjaro. Every time we go, she weighs me, we talk about it. The GP knows I'm on Mounjaro. Every time I see the GP, we talk about it. Like, I've got my squadron behind me. So if people do try and sort of spin it and say, oh, it's because people are worried about you, I don't know why they're worried about me for starters, but I also don't believe that they are. I think a lot of it comes from a place of ignorance, from people who are new to my channel. A lot of it just comes out of nastiness. So yeah, I was umming and ahhing about whether to make this video, but I think it just needs said. I think people just need a little cheeky reminder, just once, that, you know, I'm not stupid. I don't appreciate unhelpful comments, and I can't stop people making them, so I'm no longer going to be engaging with that. If you haven't followed my new TikTok, I think I've got like 30 followers or something now on TikTok, guys, at Amy May Fitness on my TikTok account. Again, I don't want to seem like the big bad wolf. Like, I am still happy to sort of answer questions, to take questions, but I'm not out here having people tell me you look better when X, Y, and Z. Stand down. Cease and desist, alright? Stand down, as you were. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. I hope I've not been too negative, because I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just trying to draw a line. You'll have more videos coming soon from me. I've got a few ideas of videos. I just need to get around to actually making them. And if you do have any questions that aren't slagging me off, then I would be happy to answer them. But I hope you all had a lovely weekend, and I will see you soon.